What if I told you that 4,500 years ago, long before the pyramids reached their final form, long before the Great Wall existed, a massive civilization thrived, with no kings, no brutal wars, no slave armies, yet with bigger cities than ancient Egypt, and a sewage system so advanced that some modern countries still can't compete? Welcome to the Indus Valley Civilization, one of the most mysterious, most peaceful, and most mind-blowingly advanced cultures in human history. And today, we're unlocking its greatest secrets. Hit that like button, subscribe with notifications on. Now let's dive into the forgotten world of the Harappans. Imagine it's the 1920s. British railway workers in what is now Pakistan are gathering bricks to build new tracks. They find piles of ancient fired bricks, hard, uniform, perfectly shaped. The workers don't know it yet, but they've just stumbled upon Harappa, the first discovered city of a civilization so sophisticated it would shake the foundations of archaeological history. Soon, another city is unearthed, Mohenjo-Daro, literally meaning mound of the dead. And archaeologists quickly realize something shocking. This wasn't a few scattered villages. This was a continental-scale civilization, stretching over 1 million square kilometers, bigger than Mesopotamia and Egypt combined. Yet barely anyone today hears about it. Why? Because unlike most ancient cultures, the Indus Valley people left behind no deciphered writing, no king lists, no giant monuments bragging about victories, just clues, just mysteries, just secrets. Let's talk cities, because the Indus Valley built some of the greatest ancient cities ever seen. Their urban planning wasn't just organized, it was mathematically precise. Aerial reconstructions show grid-patterned streets, laid out with astonishing accuracy, like ancient Manhattan. Major streets ran perfectly north-south and east-west. Blocks were rectangular, buildings followed standardized proportions. And then comes the mind-blowing part, the world's first high-tech plumbing. Yep, every single house, not just palaces but common homes, had its own bathroom. Water flowed through covered drains. Sewage was carried away from residential areas in a smart, sloping system. Some modern cities still wish they had drainage like this. Archaeologists even found sponge-like filters in water wells, suggesting water purification. This wasn't just advanced for its time. It was centuries ahead of nearly every other ancient civilization. Here's where things get weird. When you explore ancient Egypt, you find colossal pyramids and the names of powerful pharaohs everywhere. In Mesopotamia, you stumble upon massive palaces and detailed tablets of kings boasting about conquests. But in the Indus Valley, no palaces, no temples dominating city skylines, no royal tombs, no statues of rulers or gods telling you, "I am the mighty king something something." It's almost as if the civilization ran without kings, without warlords, without dominating elites. That doesn't mean they were a utopia, but think about it. Archaeologists found almost no weapons, no spearheads for armies, no war murals, no destroyed, burned cities. Instead of kings, evidence suggests highly organized councils or a decentralized democracy. Imagine an ancient world where people cooperated, built efficient cities, and didn't spend centuries trying to outconquer each other. The Indus Valley might just have been the original peaceful super society. Let's talk about the greatest riddle of all, the Indus script. Over 4,000 inscriptions exist, and they appear on seals, pottery, tablets, amulets and tags used for trade. But here's the catch. The longest inscription is only 26 characters. There's no bilingual Rosetta Stone, and the writing style doesn't resemble anything we've successfully decoded. Some scholars think the script was logographic, like Chinese. Others think it was Proto-Dravidian, the ancestor of languages spoken in South India today. Some even argue it wasn't a full written language, more like a symbolic system. Why is it so hard? Because the Harappans, in classic Indus Valley fashion, left zero explanation. We don't know what they believed, who they worshipped, or how they governed themselves. Their thoughts are locked away in these little symbols, bulls, fish shapes, geometric lines, like a cosmic puzzle. And whoever deciphers it one day, they might reveal one of humanity's last great ancient secrets. Despite their quiet nature, the Harappans were far from isolated. Evidence shows they traded with Mesopotamia over 2,000 kilometers away, with Oman, Bahrain, also known as Dilmun, and coastal Iran. Harappan seals have actually been found in Iraq, and Mesopotamian records mention merchants from Meluha, which is believed to be the Indus region. They exported cotton textiles, possibly the world's first cotton cloth, jewelry of carnelian and lapis lazuli, pottery, grains, and metallurgical goods, and they imported precious metals and luxury materials. Just imagine a convoy of Indus trade ships crossing the Arabian Sea, exchanging goods thousands of years before the first Greek philosopher was even born. This wasn't just a civilization, it was an economic supernetwork. One structure stands out in Mohenjo-Daro, the Great Bath. It's this huge rectangular pool, lined with watertight bricks and bitumen, and it even has stairs leading down, plus a pretty sophisticated drain. Many believe it was a site for ritual purification. Others, though, think it was more like a community center or a gathering place. But unlike Roman baths, there's no evidence of heating or luxury features. This wasn't for relaxing, it was for ritual identity, maybe even a prototype for later holy bathing traditions in South Asia. It's one of the few structures that really hint at their spiritual life. But again, the civilization stays silent. They left us a bath, but not the manual. Perhaps the biggest secret of the Indus Valley civilization is not how they lived, but how they vanished. Around 1900 BCE, city after city was gradually abandoned, not burned, not massacred, just emptied. Like people packed their bags and walked away. So what happened? Here are the leading theories. First, climate change. The once mighty Ganga-Hakra River, possibly the legendary Saraswati, dried up. The monsoon system weakened. Agriculture suffered. Second, shifting rivers. The Indus and its tributaries changed course unpredictably. A city dependent on a river that suddenly moved could collapse overnight. Third, trade decline. As Mesopotamia fell into turmoil, Indus merchants lost major economic partners. And fourth, slow urban decay. Instead of a dramatic end, the civilization may have simply dispersed into smaller rural communities. What's remarkable is that this wasn't the fall of a violent empire, but the quiet fading of a gentle giant. Their culture didn't die. It blended into emerging South Asian traditions. So, what's the real secret of the Indus Valley civilization? It's not just that they had incredible plumbing or perfect city grids. It's that they built all this without central tyranny, without ego, without desperate monument building, and seemingly without large-scale violence. Their cities show cooperation, not conquest. Their streets show equality, not hierarchy. Their technology shows innovation, not domination. They were proof that a civilization can be advanced, peaceful, and profoundly humane. In a world obsessed with stories of kings and battles, the Indus Valley stands tall as a civilization that thrived through community, skill, and intelligence. That might be their greatest secret of all. So, what do you think? Were the Harappans a peaceful proto-democracy? A technologically advanced society that valued equality? Or a mysterious culture with secrets we've only begun to uncover? Drop your theories in the comments below. I'm reading all of them. If you enjoyed this video, smash that like button, subscribe for more ancient mysteries, and share this with someone who loves history. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay curious.